There are no people standing in line in front of the banks, and increasingly more lying by the door on the sidewalk, like 33-year-old Barbara and her soon-to-be-born baby boy.
I lost my job as a cleaning lady when the pandemic began, but at least I could rely on the government emergency aid. Now I have nothing, only a child on the way.
Government handouts benefiting 60% of Brazil's population stopped abruptly in January, but the effects are beginning to show now.
17 million Brazilians will return to poverty by the end of the year. Brazil went from one extreme to the other, from having the most generous emergency aid program in the region, benefiting 60% of the population, to having none. The question is, how will people survive until we are all vaccinated?
Street vendor Paulo and his wife used to live in a shack in the slum until last week, when their savings dried up and their customers stopped buying.
It's a vicious cycle. We can't pay the rent, our clients quit buying, and finding a job now that things are going from bad to worse is almost impossible.
Brazil's economy minister says the solution for the disease and the economy is the vaccine. But President Jair Bolsonaro has always downplayed the pandemic, and political infighting has delayed the inoculation campaign. Less than 5% of the 210 million population has been vaccinated. In Providência, Rio's oldest slum, people are wary of promises.
We have less money, food is more expensive, and vaccines will take a long time to get here.
Brazil's public debt is extremely high, and the government says it could not maintain the emergency aid. But economists say that dropping it altogether can be dangerous.
The specter of recession already looms over Providência, and with it the fear that the high unemployment and poverty rates will lead to an increase of violence, which is already on the rise. Yanakiew, Al Jazeera, Rio de Janeiro.